It's okay to want to cry. It will happen from time to time. Hi. I wanted to take a little bit of time today to talk a little bit more about self-worth. The biggest reason that I want to talk about it is because I've been hearing a lot of people around me talking about how they should or shouldn't do something, or why it is that they wouldn't do something because this person's going to think this or these people are going to think that. And that pushes me to ask myself the question, what is it that you really truly value of yourself? Because to me, if you don't value your own inner voice, your own self-worth, you're only going to always want to live up to other people's expectations. And let me tell you something, if that is what you end up doing, you will always be disappointed, and you will always feel like you're disappointing everybody else. Why? Because you're living for everybody else. See, you can't really truly live for yourself, within yourself, and be content with yourself if you live for everybody else. If you live by what everybody else thinks of you. If you live by what you feel everybody else will like of you. Look, in the end, if you are able to look after yourself, to strengthen your own identity, meaning your self-worth, what you feel is true to you, if you are able to do that, as difficult as it is, and yes, possibly even it may seem to some as insurmountable or impossible to do, but let me tell you that it is. If you're able to do that and get a hold of who you are from the inside, no amount of pressure on the outside will crumble you. Actually, it just won't matter. The biggest reason why it won't matter is because you will know within your own truth who you are. And really, that's all that matters. Because if you can't be true to yourself, you can't really be true for anybody else. The easiest example to use is if you don't love yourself, you will never be able to accept somebody else's love because you will always question it. I mean, it's really easy to say. I've done it. How can this person really truly love me? I don't love myself. What's there to love? And then what ends up happening is you end up being stressed about it, maybe even feels a little bit depressed about it, and that ends up taxing the people around you that actually try to show you that they love you. And that's just one example. Like I was saying, in the end, all that really matters is what you think and what you feel about yourself. Somebody may not like you, and really, does it matter that much? So, the most important thing to keep in mind when you're thinking about your own self-worth is you. And basically what that means is that you listen to your own voice. You listen to what feels right for you inside. You know those moments where you have somebody tell you, well, you should do it this way, or you should say this, or you should do that. And then you have this little voice in your head that goes, but wait a minute, I want to do it this way. It feels right for me to do it this way. That little voice is part of you. That's part of your inner voice. And the more you get to listen to that voice, the stronger your sense of self-worth will be. So let me show you something, okay? People's criticisms when it comes to them telling you what to think or what to do, is kind of like this trail here that I'm going to try to walk in, right? So you see all the branches and everything. And yeah, they hit you. Oh, look at that. Hear that? Did it affect me? No. I'm still moving. I'm still making my own path. I'm still confident that I'm going to make it, right? That's what we have to think about, and that's how we have to see ourselves when we're moving through life. These little branches, criticisms, people telling me what to do, how to be, whatever, in the end, it doesn't affect me. Why? Because I believe in my own strength. I believe in my own person. And you can too. Now, don't get me wrong. The road to yourself is not always going to be an easy one. Sometimes there's going to be a lot of noise, a lot of distractions, and you may feel like you're always running uphill. But it's up to you to keep pushing through and moving forward. It's not always going to be an easy way. I mean, I'm surrounded by a lot of challenges right here, right now. I could quit. I could say, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to be able to make it. I'm not going to make it out. Right? I could probably get hurt in the process. But that's okay. It happens to everybody. I might trip and fall. That's okay too. You just get back up. But the biggest thing is you don't want to give up. Because the moment that you give up is the moment that you've said, I quit on me. And when you quit on you, you are never going to make it through and get back out to where you could be. So I hope that you can see where I'm coming from and kind of where I'm moving towards, or what I'm heading towards saying. And that is that really and truly, no matter how many cheerleaders you have, meaning people that are there to support you and love you and help you to be as strong and as positive as you can be in the moment that you are in, it really doesn't matter. Because ultimately you're the master of your life. And you have to make the choice. You have to make the decisions. Are you going to stand idly by and let other people run your life or tell you how you should or should be, what you should or shouldn't do? Or will you take yourself, your life, your self-worth, your self-esteem, your self-confidence, your self-respect, take it, take hold of it, and own it? That's all up to you. What are you gonna do? So in the end, you choose. It is your choice. It doesn't matter what people say, what people think. It doesn't matter how much criticism people throw your way. What matters is if you actually listen to it. And what matters even most is if you really, truly believe it. I mean, hey, don't get me wrong. Some of the things that people would put forth, some of the things that people around you will say is good, and it's encouraging, and it's wonderful, and it's beautiful. And that's the only kind of feedback from other people that you need to listen to. Anything outside of that that robs you of a part of yourself, or that makes you feel inferior, intimidated, scared, fearful, angry, frustrated, stressed, and I could go on. Anything that brings you to that type of solution within yourself, or that type of argument or feeling or sensation within yourself, listen, you've got better things to do with your time. Ultimately, though, as I've mentioned before, it is your choice. So what are you going to do? I know what I will do. And I'm hoping that you will follow in listening to your own voice. Till next time, be well.
You want to love and to be loved in return.